What is business intelligence, and how does that relate to people in the street? I mean people who actually look at business intelligence as some sort of fancy process by which organisations can make decisions. But I think essentially everybody has business intelligence or uses it in their everyday lives. For example, you've got this great video camera here, and when you're actually looking to upgrade that video camera, you actually start looking at all the different aspects of video cameras. And you go to the web, and you go to a couple of stores down probably in Wan Chai and have a look down there, and then you talk to your friends. You actually start collecting information. And then once you actually have collected a lot of information, you put it into an environment, probably your mind or on pieces of paper, as to what you will do, what the aspects are. So you do some very simple reporting from that. And then following that, you actually then expand that and think, okay, now I've got this camera, I think this is the right one. And you start looking into the future and you start thinking, well, hold on here, do I need this one or do I need something better? Because maybe there's a new opportunity, maybe there's more video camera work that you need to do. So maybe going to Iceland or something for a holiday, and you need some freeze-proof video camera. So when you look at that, they actually start looking into the future, and then you start making decisions. And that's effectively what organisations do. They actually go into their organisations and they start looking at what sort of information they need, and they put it into an environment where they can make some simple reports, and they start using this information then to actually look into the future. Because once they can look into the future, then they can make more informed decisions about what if something can happen. And so therefore, with that, effectively that's the process of thought that an organisation goes through, which is very similar to the process of thought for every person every day makes when they're making decisions about whether they're buying a video camera or buying a TV for their flat, etc. So on the performance management side, then okay, once you've got the infrastructure of business intelligence, the process of thought, then how do you measure that? And then how do you drive that through your organisation? So there's maybe some ideas, like when you're sitting down, you're thinking, okay, where do I need to be in 3 years' time? What sort of career do I need to have? And then you maybe put some measurements in place to actually determine whether you're actually succeeding that, or you're actually making those career goals or aspirations come true. So really, corporate performance management is about that process, about determining where you want to be, how do you need to get there, and then along the way actually looking to see, okay, how much have I progressed there, and if I have progressed, that's great, maybe I need to change my goals. If I haven't progressed, I have to sit back and say, well, hold on, what have I done wrong to actually achieve that? Maybe they're the wrong goals, maybe they're not, maybe the market's changed. So really corporate performance management is about that. And if you think about an organisation, there can be the CEO up the top thinking about where the organisation needs to be. But how do people within the organisation know they're achieving those goals? Because at the end of the day, what corporate performance management is about is empowering people within the organisation, whether it's right down to the shop floor, about them achieving their goals to really build up to the organisational goals that need to be in play. And that's really what it's all about. The question is, where is business intelligence going, and how pervasive will it come? Now the industry has changed dramatically over the years. I mean, I've been in the industry for nearly 2 decades, and business intelligence was decision support systems back in the early days, and it's evolved to executive information systems. And now really it's all about pervasive through an organisation, and actually now more and more pervasive through organisations, actually not just at the enterprise level but mid-market as well, where more and more organisations need to actually understand how they're performing, what's driving their business going forward. If you look at the changing landscape of business today, the competitors 3 or 4 years ago were probably just around the corner. But today, your competitor, even in a small business, could be actually on the other side of the world. With the internet, it's changed dramatically the way in which business intelligence needs to be pervasive through organisations. And I believe that it actually will go more and more down into the family home as well, in terms of how people can make informed decisions, not just about their mortgage, but also about how they're going to retire, what sort of aspects of aspirations they're looking for. So therefore, it's going to go more and more into your mobile devices. It's going to go more and more into your home. because really it's about being more intelligent about your decision making, being more factual, have more insight about what is happening today and what can happen in the future. It's just at the beginning of a huge explosion.